Welcome back to a closer look. After being delayed the last 3 years, the national census is finally set to take place this year, 2024. With its official launching by the Prime Minister James Marape last week, the 2024 national census will commence from the 17th to the 30th of June this year.
Knowing the exact number of the population provides the basis for any government to properly plan and execute its development agendas. As for PNG, after much delay, the national census is finally set to take place in June of this year. The National Statistics Office, as the mandated government agency, will be responsible for the conduct of the 2024 National Population Census.
It is important to acknowledge the challenges we have faced in the past. The last census conducted in 2011 left us with lingering questions about the quality of the data collected. While it provided a valuable insight into our populations, concerns were raised about its accuracy and the completeness. These challenges underscores the critical importance of conducting a thorough and comprehensive census in 2024.
Masara said since the establishment of the new Ministry of Administrative Services and Minister assisting the Prime Minister on constitutional matters in January 2024, they have been working to strengthen planning, preparation and oversight of the National Statistics Office and the 2024 census process.
We have also faced challenges in recent times of climate change and natural disasters, particularly in the context of earthquakes, rain, and flooding, which can happen during the period of the census. Such unpredictable events requires multifaceted approach that combines preparedness, mitigation, adaptation, and resilient building stages to administer census planning and preparedness.
But despite the presence of these challenges, Masara said it is imperative that the census be conducted.
The 2024 census holds an immense significance for the future of Papua New Guinea. It serves as the cornerstone of our nation's development agenda, providing us with invaluable data to inform policy decisions, allocate resources effectively, and address the needs of our diverse population.
For Census 2024.
The minister responsible said the census will provide the state valuable insights into emerging issues.
Furthermore, the census data will serve as a foundation for monitoring progress towards the PNG's sustainable development goals and other national planning and development targets.
Speaking of the challenges NSO expects to encounter, National Statistician John Igitoy said he has faith in his agency.
We will also still face more challenges on security issues, lack of participant cooperation, limited capacity of field workers that we will be sending out, resource-intensive logistic mobilization, minimal coordination, and lack of some infrastructure. However, long years of NSO's experiences and lessons gained them, various other states called collection activities offer valuable insights to mitigate these challenges in the upcoming census.
Prime Minister James Marape in his speech challenged Minister Masere and his ministry to deliver the census.
Minister Masere, you and me spoke about this in great lengths. You were specially appointed to ensure you have hands-on, leadership hands-on to the conduct of our national census. And I want to use this podium to offer counsel. Make it least cost, but most effective census that our country has ever delivered. There's no time and no event that is far greater than the 2024 census, because not to do so is to the peril of our own country.
Marape also made a stern call to all public servants to take responsibility of the census and assist NSO to deliver the census.
And Chief Secretary, you and DPM Secretary issue circular instruction out to every public servant who are paid already. There is not time for you to ask allowances to do this job. From 16th to the 31st of June, you are at work for the national headcount. We have massive public servants in all layers of our government, from Waigani all the way to the ward level.
Over 10,000 people will be required to carry out the census, and the Prime Minister has been calling for school leavers and unemployed youths to be involved as enumerators for the census.
Report to your district administrators, report to your provincial administrator, wherever you are. Every grade 12 graduate in our country who are doing nothing, not in class today, report to your district chief executive officer or your provincial administrator. Give your name, present yourself. You will be the enumerators used by the National Statistics Office.
Such huge exercise as the census is a mammoth task for the government, and the national government is fortunate enough to have the United Nations committing to support the census.
And I'm very pleased to see that UNFPA is there sitting in the National Statistics Office, the best of our technical people working with the best of your people. And this, to me, is exactly how we as development partners should always work across the sectors, bringing in those best minds to support you to do the job. You are paying for this. This is your initiative. This is not a donor-driven activity. This is something you know is important. And because of that, we stand behind you.
The head of the UN in the country said limited time is given to carry out the census, but they are committed to working closely with the government to ensure the census is delivered seamlessly.
We have a tight time frame. So you can rely on UNFPA and all of us in the international community to guide as much as you need guiding, to provide advice where you need advice, solutions where we might be able to find solutions together. So it's going to be a rough ride, it's going to be a roller coaster, but I assure you the UN stands behind this effort and will do whatever we can to help you make it a success. So the theme...
Following the first census float in the nation's capital, we took time to ask the residents of Port Moresby on their views of the upcoming census.
So census, me like him was him online around the census. Only must work in proper census around the community.
All census, osem lo suruki totok lo sista, all census must time all year round. All no can missi wampla house line or osem kain osem keasu, you go lo keasu, you must kisim good keasu. No can laring wampla left out.
Policy must government must work in policy more right thing. So me looking at population increase, population go big play.
Make sure the Mogada line must. Amas money stop lo one country on budget lo kana emas inabi Mogada line. Walk line na, walk loan market line always benefit lo sa money.
As of midnight on the 16th of June to the 30th, every single person existing within the boundaries of PNG will be counted. Be it citizens or foreigners, everyone will be accounted for. And hopefully afterwards, it will finally put an end to the confusion on the total population of the country.
We now take a quick breather, and when we return, we will take a closer look at an effort to boost oil palm yielding in the country.